how to cultivate and plant Leunca or Ranti in order to bring solid fruit to beginners. Ranti or Leunca has the name Solomigrum L, is a plant of the eggplant tribe with the scientific name Solacea, whose fruit is known as a vegetable and is also a medicinal ingredient. This plant comes from West Asia and has spread throughout the world because it is able to live in depressed conditions. In English he is most commonly known as black nightshade. Leunca or Ranti scientific classification. Kingdom, Platy. Order, Solales. Family, Solacea. Genus, Solom. Species, Solomigrum. Subspecies, Solomigrum subsp. Igrum, Solomigrum subsp. Scultaceae. Leunca plants are terra or annual shrubs, depending on where they live. This plant likes bright fields or gardens. Leunca plant height can reach 120 centimeters. The stems tend not to be woody, covered with fine hair. The leaves can reach a length of 7 inches and a width of 5 centimeters, perched on the edges, and the surface can be covered with hair. The flower is arranged in a series. The crown is greenish-white, with a yellow sari head erect, covering the pistil. The fruit is usually small, less than an inch in diameter. When young it is green and gradually fades purple when ripe. Cling to the way of cultivating and planting Leunca or Ranti in order to full fruit for the full beginner. 1. Terms of growing Leunca or Ranti. Ranti or Leunca are easily planted in the lowlands and highlands, both in open places and protected or shaded places. In general, Ranti is planted in the highlands with an altitude above 500 meters above sea level. Ranti can be planted in all types of soil with wet climate. The planting time is good for Ranti at the beginning of the dry season or the end of the rainy season. 2. Preparing land for Leunca. The land that will be used to grow Leunca is processed first. Clean weeds and other disturbing plants and then loosen the land by plowing or hoeing and then making beds adjusted to the land. After that, sprinkle organic fertilizer in the form of manure. After sowing organic fertilizer, then sprinkle chemical fertilizers in the form of pearl fertilizer, Posca and other fertilizers, but not too much, just enough to not be potentially bad and die in the Leunca planting process later. After sowing the chemical fertilizer, mix with organic fertilizer and soil until well blended. Let the chemical and organic fertilizers be evenly mixed for 2 to 4 days. Then, make a planting hole with a spacing of 40 times 40 centimeters. 3. Preparation of Leunca seeds. Multiplication of Leunca seeds can be obtained through seeds. Choose seeds that come from fruits that come from high quality and healthy plants. Furthermore, the seeds are sown first after the seedlings are 1.5 months old. The seeds are transferred to the planting area. 4. Leunca planting and maintenance. After everything is ready, immediately do the planting. After that, do maintenance, do weeding on weeds or other disturbing plants in the planting area. This weeding can be done every 2 weeks. Also spraying every 1 or 2 weeks so that the growth of Leunca is not attacked by various pests and diseases. Perform supplementary fertilization when the Leunca plants are 10 days old after being planted into the field and can then be adjusted. Do regular watering every morning and evening or adapt to the conditions of the land and weather. 5. Harvesting Leunca. Ranti or Leunca fruit can be harvested for the first time after the plant is 3 to 4 months from the time it spreads. The picked fruit is usually the one that is almost old because the fruit that is too old feels dry. Good Ranti plants can produce more than 2.5 tons per hectare. That is how we discussed the way of cultivating and planting Leunca or Ranti in order to bear fruitful fruit for beginners. Hopefully the video that we present can be useful for all of us. Also watch our next video every day at 6 p.m. See you later and thank you for visiting our channel.